Okay, boys and girls, welcome back. Redmissed in the house once again. How you doing? I hope everyone's doing great. I'm doing great, and we, my friends, are playing some more WWE Supercard. Now, I want to go ahead and address the elephant in the room. Now, I haven't gone ahead and done a video on Supercard in, I think, about 2 weeks. But if we go into the Twitter, if you haven't been living under a rock, you must know that Season 4 is on its way. They're showing some releases, and I gotta admit, this Carmella card looks damn good. The Monster card, I personally think that the Monster and the Beast card are very, very good card designs. The Titan card, I think, kind of looks a little bit like crap, if I'm honest. But the Beast card, oh my god, that Beast card looks so good. I really like the jaw, like the teeth and fangs, as well as the eyes in the background. I think that this card it looks like a beast. You know, I kind of think that this should have been the card design for the three of them. So obviously you have Beast, Monster, and Titan. I kind of think that they should have flipped it round, so it should have been Titan, Monster, and Beast. But that's just my thinking. I don't know. I just love the Beast card design, so that's kind of cool. Really do enjoy that card, or that card design. So you can see here all of the sneak peeks going through the super cards. Also, the new King of the Ring. I think this is going to be amazing for the game. If you didn't know, the King of the Ring, like, you can read through this and see what's happening. But the King of the Ring is basically going to be shorter, and there's going to be more teams. So if it's going to be shorter with the same kind of rewards, as in if you're in a SummerSlam 17 and you win the King of the Ring, you get a SummerSlam 17 card, or in this case it will then become Titan, so Titan and win it gives you a Titan card. This is going to basically take you 1 day instead of 48 hours, I believe they were saying. If I remember rightly, as I read through it, it was saying that it was going to take like a day to complete, which is kind of cool, which means that you can do like twice as many King of the Rings as before. So people aren't going to get frustrated when they like spend 2 days trying to play a King of the Ring and they like get knocked out in the quarterfinals. Because if you've only been playing it for a day and you're knocked out in the quarterfinals, then that's kind of good, I guess, that you still made it to the quarterfinals. It's kind of like, well, thanks for the rewards. I'm going to start another Royal Rumble, or King of the Ring, I should say. The point system coming in for obviously the game mode or the ladder modes, I think that's going to be really cool. The way that they're talking about it, changing like the ranked mode, the Royal Rumble, and the Elimination Chamber, I think that could be quite good if my understanding is correct, as in it will go on like a week cycle and each week will be one of the game mode. So it will be kind of like a week-long event as well as the weekend event still. So you could kind of pick which one you want to play, and then it's kind of coming across as if it will have the same kind of reward buy-in system as what Money in the Bank has. So as you play through, you're going to earn what they term as CP, I think it was, like career points or something like that. And then maybe when you reach, I don't know, like 30,000 points, you're going to be able to buy a particular card. So the same sort of system as what Money in the Bank is. Maybe if that is the case, they're going to be the same sort of caliber cards as the Money in the Bank cards, and not quite as good as event cards. But I don't know. It's kind of interesting how they're like sort of giving us sneak peeks, but not quite full peaks. But the one thing that they are very strongly talking about are divas. For the longest time, I think even way back in season 2, before I stopped playing the game for like 7 months, I was talking about they needed to bring more stuff in with divas. It has always been a case of like sort of season 1 and season 2. We were pretty much just like, well, we only need 4 divas. We need 1 diva for our, like, this is season 1. We need like 1 diva for our normal deck, and then we need 2 divas when it 4 divas for when it comes to the RTG. Season 2 come round and we were like, okay, well, we need 2 good divas for our deck, and then 4 good divas for our RTG. Season 3 come round, and it was exactly the same thing. So for like sort of 2 years, we've only needed like 4 divas. But now the Elimination Chamber is going to consist of 10 divas. Now, from your 10 divas, 6 divas at random are going to be picked. So if you've got a very unbalanced diva deck, you're probably going to lose matches. So for example, with myself, I've got the Alexa Bliss event card, so the SummerSlam 17 Alexa Bliss event card. But then to make up my 10 divas, I'm going to have like some base WrestleMania 33 cards, because I don't have like WrestleMania 33 pros. So I'm going to have like 2 SummerSlam 17 pros. I've still got the Mae Young, the Carmella, and the Alexa Bliss, but that's only 5 cards. So I'm going to have my the SummerSlam Alexa Bliss, the SummerSlam Natalia, and then then it's going to go to the WrestleManias. So I'll have the WrestleMania Mae Young, Alexa Bliss, and Carmella. So that's going to be 5 divas that I've got there. The other 5, I'm just going to have to fill in with anything that I have right now. And unfortunately, I've got 2 base SummerSlam 17 divas. At the end of this RTG, it's obviously going to give me Lana, so I'm going to have 3 base SummerSlam 17 divas, and then I'll have to like put in like say 2 WrestleMania 33 divas, singles, not even pros, singles. So when it comes to the Elimination Chamber, my divas are very, very severely unbalanced. So you've kind of got to take you've kind of got to go with the flow here. Do you want to go and get your divas kind of a little bit more organized, or do you want to continue to try and grind up in tier? By what I mean by this is, for myself, I'm gonna drop my King of the Rings grinding for SummerSlam 17 cards. I'm going to be like, if I play in SummerSlam 17 King of the Rings, I'm purposely going to get knocked out in the semi-finals. Now, the reason why I want to get knocked out in the semi-finals is because then I get 2 WrestleMania 33 cards. Now, obviously, getting those, you have the potential of getting a diva. You've got 2 cards that would potentially be a diva. So if I can get a diva, then that would be great. If not, then that's just the way it is. So it's kind of up to you. On the other hand, you could push to the finals and get super lucky and get a single SummerSlam 17 card and get a diva. But I don't know. It's the risk you have to take. Do you think it's worth it? Maybe dropping down a King of the Ring, or maybe even getting kicked out in that particular zone. Now, you can see here, this particular one here, I've not even bothered playing. I've literally put in cards because I wanted to get them trained up. So my kane is excuse me, my Kane is now almost done. He needs 3 more speed. I believe the Big Show is complete. The Rusev is also complete now, I believe. My 2 pros, my Kofi Kingston and also my Jinder Mahal, is also now fully leveled up. Still working on training Jinder Mahal up though. So we've got a lot of stuff going on. I'm going to show you my King of the Ring deck in my... my RTG deck, so you can see here that if I autofill, you can see that my team is looking very, very strong. We're still working on Jinder, but when he's fully leveled up, he is like a top 3 card. So he will actually go there, or I think he's actually technically the 5th best, but he's tied 3rd place with a couple of other superstars. Also, the one thing that I wanted to show you guys is if you have not got Natalya, you have got to grind your arse off to go and get Natalya. Now, how many days do we have left in the Money in the Bank? As you can see, I've not really been able to play very much. I've got 11 days left with only 7,000 contracts. But you can see here 11 days is what you have left to get this Natalya card, and I'm going to show you why you need to get Natalya, because if you look at the stats, look at the power. Natalya beats Alexa Bliss in power. Natalya beats Alexa Bliss in toughness. She loses in speed, but she only just loses in charisma. So if you actually get the Natalya and you use the power-ups that I'm using, you actually have the potential of annihilating an Alexa Bliss. The only way this could be better is if the sensational Sherry was I believe it's Paul Heyman, who upgrades power and toughness, and obviously if they were SummerSlam 17, but if you get the SummerSlam 17 version of Paul Heyman, which is power toughness, and also pair with the Maurice, this basically makes it that Natalya will 3-stat the Alexa Bliss every single time. The reason why is because if you have the power up for the SummerSlam 17, you basically make it that the Natalya stays more powerful than the Alexa Bliss, also more toughness than the Alexa Bliss, and then with the Maurice, you're actually gonna get that bonus bit of charisma over the Alexa Bliss that you need, because it's only 100 points. So it's kind of the reverse round. So for example, if the Alexa Bliss wants to beat Natalya in power, then she has to proc and hope that Natalya doesn't proc, or hope that your support card is better, and the other way round for Natalya beating Alexa Bliss. Natalya has to proc in order to beat charisma on the Alexa Bliss, or hope that your support card brings your 100 points above to be at 150 points higher, so that you can obviously beat that Alexa Bliss. But I honestly think that the Natalya Money in the Bank card is ridiculously overpowered for a Money in the Bank card. Also, the other thing comes with the basis of Alexa Bliss is just super speedy card. When it comes to her stats aren't that great, especially her toughness. Her toughness is horrendously bad, and it has been for like pretty much every single Alexa Bliss card out there, because that's just how Alexa Bliss is. She's not a very good toughness card. Let's just plug in this phone, because I think that was the warning for the low battery. It was. So obviously her charisma has her toughness has always been very bad for Alexa Bliss's cards, but that's just the way it is, because her speed is so ridiculously high. I genuinely don't think there has ever been a Diva card that has had more speed than the Alexa Bliss cards, unless of course you take into consideration the event cards. But I think that the Alexa Bliss has always been the most dominant speed card in the tier. From every tier up from the Ultimate, I believe. So like the Ultimate, the WrestleMania, the SummerSlam 17, I do think she has always been the fastest diva. But I could be wrong on that, so you guys can tell me down in the comments down below, but that's just the way it is. So also tell me in the comments down below how you feel about all the season 4s. Are you happy that they're not doing a complete reset? I gotta admit, I'm extremely happy that they're not doing a complete reset, but I do kind of hope that they rework tokens on the new cards. I know it would mean that when they do the update, they would have to do like a complete overhaul of every single card, going from like common all the way up to the Titan cards. But I really hope that they're not just going to add more tokens, because if you look at the SummerSlam 17 cards, for example, we get, how many do we get? We get 11 tokens for a SummerSlam 17 card, right? And then when it's pro'd, we get 12 tokens for a SummerSlam 17 card. So if we're going up to a next tier, then that would mean that we would get 12 tokens and 13 tokens, 14 and 15, 15 and 16 tokens. So that would mean that when it comes to proing your Titan cards, you're going to have 15 tokens to token your card with, and then when you've pro'd it, you're going to have 16 tokens to token your card with. So that means you're basically just going to put 3 tokens on power, toughness, speed, charisma, and then 2 on the proc rate. And then once you've pro'd it, you're going to put 3 tokens on power, toughness, speed, charisma, proc rate. So there's going to be no point in actually putting tokens, because every single game is literally going to come down to whose card procs and who has the better power-ups. 9 times out of 10, people are going to run manager cards. So it's literally going to fall down to if the game goes in your favor, because if you're smart, then you'll normally run what they term as like a celestial build, celestial managers, which means celestial in games normally means even stats. So for example, you'll have a classy Freddy Blassie and a sensational Sherry. Now, the reason why you do that is because classy Freddy Blassie upgrades power and charisma, sensational Sherry upgrades toughness and speed, so therefore you get celestial stats because every single one of your stats are going to be upgraded. So you'll have the manager card proccing on power, toughness, speed and charisma. So it'll give you the best way of winning. So if everyone in the top tiers do that, then obviously it's literally going to come down to games of who picks the card that is going to proc. Because, for example, if you get a power game and you both activate, like, I don't know, just say Brock Lesnar. So you've both got Brock Lesnar, you've both got 3 tokens on Brock Lesnar, you're both running a classy Freddy Blassie manager card, it's a draw, because you're both going to have the exact same power. So the only way to win that game is if you're going to go and put an enchantment on your Brock Lesnar's power that will give you, even a common enchantment that gives like 4 points to power will win you that match. Or you're going to have to rely on a proc. So if you both proc, you're both going to have the same points again. So it's going to be like absolute no sense. So I kind of hope that they are going to rework the point system or the token system, so that maybe from common to epic, they don't get no tokens. Like, maybe they're just cards, they don't get any tokens being added to them. And then maybe from legendary upwards, they kind of work on the same basis of like the rares and stuff. So like maybe legends get, I don't know, like 4 tokens, like 3 tokens, and then when you pro them they get 4 tokens, so that maybe the Titan tier, you're only going to have, like, say maybe 10 tokens to token your cards with, and then it would be a lot more strategy based, because if you use up 6 tokens, for example Brock Lesnar, if you use up 6 tokens, putting 3 on power, 3 on toughness, do you put 2 tokens on speed, 2 tokens on charisma, 3 tokens on speed, 1 token on charisma, 3 on charisma, 1 on speed, none into speed and none into charisma, and put 3 into proc rate? I don't know. It will open up the door for so many more different combinations of possible winning games than just clicking on every single stat, because even now I do see people in the SummerSlam tier that focus proc rate, and in my personal opinion, if you focus proc rate in the SummerSlam 17 tier, you're focusing wrong, because if I show you here, you can see I've got 12 tokens on each one, but I see people that, like, because of toughness and charisma on AJ aren't his best stats, they won't put those 3 tokens in. They'll only put, like, say 2 tokens in. So on the first card, they'll put like power, speed, and then say 1 into each, and then like 2 on their proc. And then the prod version, they'll put like 3, 2, 3, 2, 2. And it will give a ton of extra ability points. It will give him like 5,000 proc instead of 3,000 proc. So when it comes to his power in a speed match, if you proc, you've pretty much won the game no matter what. But you are losing so many stats doing that. But if you proc, it's a guaranteed win. So you're putting your faith in the proc. But I don't know. You guys tell me in the comments down below what you think about it. As you can see here at the moment, we have a day and 3 hours left to go. We're just slowly grinding through. We're at Neville. Not really too worried about getting Kane, to be honest. That's why I've not really been playing too much. I only really want to get Lana. I do have Kane, so if I happen to get the Kane, obviously it's going to be a pro. But because of Season 4 coming, I've not really worried about grinding the events because I want the Season 4 cards. But that's going to be it for me today. I really wish everyone good luck if you're going for Kane, or if you've already got Kane, good luck in your King of the Rings. Also, if you win a King of the Ring, do not open your rewards, because you might get lucky and they might mess up like they have done in the past, of when you open those rewards, they actually give you the rewards of the next King of the Ring. So if you do happen to win a King of the Ring, then just leave your pack closed. Do not open it, and then open it once the new Season 4 goes live, because you might get super lucky. They might mess up the packs, and then you might go get like a beast, a monster, or a titan card from the pack because they've messed up and you've gone into the next tier King of the Ring. Happened a lot of the times in the past when they've released new tiers and stuff, so bear that in mind. But for now, guys, that's going to be it. I really hope that you've enjoyed the video. If you have, please make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and show your support. And I shall see you in the next one. Peace on the streets.